funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vanish. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done near every girl on my list.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just as the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Chicago Bears. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Nice play, baby, nice play. I got 82. 4 down, tag 53.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Set, 180.
Now Riddick. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Stafford again. That is Cook at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Trubisky to throw. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. And this one is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that's caught by Smith. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. $79 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit. Getting set to go now. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw on second down is Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go, here we go. Set, waiting.
Check 24, check 24.
On the ground, it's Reddick. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45 to give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Where's that? 180. Check 26. Check 26.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day.
Set. Lady.
Riddick with a carry. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Riddick. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Stafford. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Roberts with it over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go. Hands up. Let's go.
Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Burton. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing here, Trubisky. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bernardrick McKinney coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set. 180. Back 54.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Rolling to his right. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Trubisky to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 1st down, Trubisky. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Set. 180.
Now Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Stafford now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Red, up. Come on, gotta go.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
53, ready.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky trying to lay one up deep. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. On the move to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Burton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ray Malaluga. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Well, now they'll try the end around. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They go play action. Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 34.
Go here. Set. Ready.
Now it's Stafford. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Trubisky to throw.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now because he saw that happen.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Ezekiel Ansah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here come the Lions now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
They do play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Stafford now to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Lady.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, this is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Set. 260.
Watch the end.
Trips right.
58, boy. 58. 58. Right.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And he dumps it off to Blount. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
260.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Finds Roberts left side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Set, lady.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Set. Get a lady. Get a lady.
58, fight.
Look ahead.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Looking here for Smith downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone. You throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
And taken right on the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all we need.
And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
Hey, 22!
3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now Stafford. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Leonard Floyd in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go.
On 1st down, Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Parkey adds the successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets them 9. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Connects it to Roberts, right side. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To the air again, Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Set. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Again, it's Stafford. He's going to go for a big play down. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Set up! 180!
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
18. Yep.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Howe, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He's going to go up top again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He finds Riddick complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Drill right, 22.
From the red zone now, Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Stafford looks to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run. This is Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Trubisky now down around his goal line. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And it's fielded at the 34. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Set.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Bruce Ellington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Looking here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to float this one deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Trubisky. And incomplete here on 3rd down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
4 down, tag 53. Big 20, big 20.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Set, 280. 0.
Here's Stafford. throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Lions on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Set, 180.
Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their... timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hands up. 18. Hey, 18.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle to Smith. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody...
That's caught at the 25. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Chicago, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop their 7th game on the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.